Good morning, everyone. It is still morning here. It's a late morning. I am at the office and going to get ready completely here. So I've come in, no eyebrows, no eyelashes, going to get ready and do that together with you. And I thought while I was doing that, I would share a bit of my story, which I totally forgot to do on Share Your Hair Loss Story Day of Wear the Hair Month. So we're going to do it now. I'm really excited about that. First of all, I don't need my hair on yet. I'll take that off. That was just for driving to work, really. So we'll pop that down. And I'm going to decorate this egg. This is my true form with no makeup, no eyebrows, no eyelashes. This is the egg under everything that you see. This is the real me. So I'm going to put my eyebrows and eyelashes on, do my makeup, and tell my story, and then be all ready in 19 minutes time for my first consult of the day. So here we go. So I love, thanks Clingy Fibers for the egg love. I loved watching George's stories the other day when we were sharing our hair loss stories, and rewatching Kim's reels sharing her story. Let me just get first some eyebrows. That's the place I like to start. And I totally meant to go on and share my own on the stories, but it was a weekend and I forgot, and I'm so sorry. So I'll do that now with you. And before I do that, I'm just going to prepare my eyebrows. And I know the first question is going to be, when is Luster Brows launching? So let me just answer that first. We have obviously been a bit delayed on that front because we have been so busy with so many other things. When we started doing Luster Brows, that was like before Georgia and Lizzie started and before we moved into the new office here, and just so much has happened with just Luster that we haven't had a chance to get too much further on that yet, but keep your eyes peeled. So that's that question answered, thank goodness. Hi Kim. So let me share a little bit about my story with you while I'm cutting out my eyebrows. So I have alopecia universalis. If you have not seen this form of alopecia before, that is what that's called. That just means that I've lost everything, all the hair on not just my head, my, face hair, my body hair, like everything is all gone. So that was actually a bit of a process. It didn't all happen at once. I was born with a little bit of a patch on the side of my head. Whoa, it just got very sunny in here. I was born with a little bit of a patch on the side of my head. And when I was like 1, 2, my parents were kind of like, this patch isn't really like growing in, like that, newborn hair that kind of falls out and then you get your kind of like hair grows back after that. This patch just wasn't filling, and so they were looking into what that might be, and I was diagnosed with alopecia. Which was no big deal for the first few years of life because it was mostly just a patch. And then I started school and I had most of my own hair. But early in school years, that started to leave me. So when I was like 5, 6, my hair started falling out a lot. And then I didn't really have any. I just had little tufts of hair still there, but I mostly just had a bald head with a little bit of hair on it. So when I was about 6, I think it was, we decided to cut off the little long tufts, like they were my hair length, but they were just little tufts of it. We decided to cut those off. And I thought we were cutting them off to help them grow, because my mum said, when you cut hair, it helps it grow faster. Let's cut it off. I'm like, okay, great. And they never came back. So that was that pretty much. Now I do just need, here we go. I've got a squirty bottle. I was going to have to go into the bathroom, but to just wet this cotton pad, but I will just do that with this squirty bottle here so I don't have to go anywhere. So that was kind of that for my head hair, which was unexpected, I suppose, annoying, but also I was very young and I didn't really know too much different. I didn't really know what was going on and I didn't really care. I was too busy on the playground. So just quickly, first thing I'm doing here is just wiping all the moisturizer off my eyebrows so I can put the eyebrows on fresh, clean, dry skin so that they're going to stay a really long time. So yeah, then I went through all of school basically with no hair on my head. Now let me just pop this eyebrow on, line that up as best I can. I usually use a mirror, not my phone. So let's see if I can get these in the right spot. Because it's really annoying when you take it, you kind of peel this bit off and you take a look and you look really angry because you put them on wrong. Or you look lopsided because you put them on wrong. That'll do. Hi, Queen. So I'm just going to put some more water on this cotton pad and dab these eyebrows to apply them. So that was me going through school. I had no hair on my head. For about a year, I just rocked that until my parents asked me if I wanted, I can't remember, I'll have to ask them, if they asked me or if I asked them about wearing wigs. Look, somewhere the conversation was initiated and I expressed that, yeah, I was keen to have that as an option. So I got my first little wig when I was about 6 or 7 and started wearing that to school. A little like brunette bob synthetic wig. Okay, just take this off. Ta-da! Now I have eyebrows. Woo! So that was that, I guess. For all of my schooling, I was just navigating wigs, just getting that water off my face, wigs on the playground, wigs in social situations. It was what it was. Like, I don't know, I don't really, it's hard to like remember because I was so young, like 6, 7. I don't have many memories of 6, 7. Someone's asked what color was your natural hair. Well, when I was a kid, it was really light blonde, but it would have changed a little bit. My sisters and brother had the same light blonde hair when they were that age, and their hair now is kind of like this. So that dirty blonde. So that's probably what I would be. And that's what I kind of wear now because I think that looks most natural. Well, it's what I like the most. I don't really care what looks most natural. It's what I like most, and it does happen to be most likely my natural color. So that's what I do now. Thank you. My brows are on. I'm pleased with that placement. And they cover up my old tattoos. I've done tattooing before and there's like an old faded tattoo there, which is great because it helps me place these on correctly. Okay, let's do a little bit of makeup. So then, look, in primary school, it was what it was. Like all my friends had kind of been there while I lost my hair, got my first wig. Like they'd watched it. They were very supportive and like, we were 6, they didn't judge, they didn't care at all. They were just like, oh, that's just Holly, like she doesn't have hair, it's fine. But as I got closer to going to high school, where I was going to be with new kids, and obviously that age where you're a bit more conscious of your looks, I wanted to fit in a bit more. So we got my first human hair wig when I was about 12, which was a different experience. My wigs before that had all been synthetic. They'd all been, synthetic. Look, the synthetic wigs that I was wearing were awful. Synthetic wigs definitely have their place. They're a great alternative if you're on a budget or they hold their style. Like there's pros to synthetic wigs, right? There were no pros to the synthetic wigs I was wearing. They were rough. They really were. They were really uncomfortable. They looked terrible. And they were not fooling anyone, but it's okay because the little 7-year-old had something on her head and she felt better. So that's all that mattered, right? So we had that. What's next? A little bit of cream blush. Don't judge how I apply any of this. I am no makeup artist by any means. I hope Georgia's not watching because she is a makeup artist. So then I got my first human hair wig, which was, that was quite an upgrade. I really liked that. That was really good. It looked a lot more natural. The wigs that I was wearing beforehand, just due to like what was available in the local wig shops in the 90s here in Adelaide, I was wearing quite dark hair, which was not my natural color at all. And so my first human hair wig was actually a nice light color, like a dark blonde. So it looked a bit more natural. And then I was all ready to go to high school, which was, was I really ready to go to high school? Who's ready to go to high school? I was terrified, obviously, but I was really, really, really lucky and grateful that I was actually going to this big, scary high school with my entire primary school class who knew me really well. So I think of like the 25 kids in my class, 20 of them came to high school with me. We went to the same school. So that was amazing because I felt like I had like a posse like there who knew me and could like jump in if I needed help. Okay, what's next? So we got through high school. It was, yeah, look, having those kids from primary school was genuinely probably what made high school like totally doable for me. Yeah, there were points where it was hard. There were, mean kids, and there were awkward situations with boys, and there were lots of little things, but overall my experience was really quite good because of those kids that I had that came with me and saw what I went through as a 6-year-old and kind of had my back. So that was amazing. And I'm really, really grateful for that. One of the kids in high school with me in my class was actually Vic, one of our stylists. So now that Vic works here with me, it's funny looking back and just being like, God, like it was good to have you and like all my close friends like really helped me with that time. But we got through it. High school's high school, whether you've got alopecia or acne or like whatever, like all those teenage things that we have to go through, whether it's one of the more typical things like every teenager getting pimples or whether it's something a little bit different like alopecia, we're all trying to work out who we are and we're all trying to fit in, and everyone has their own shit to go through in high school. I guess we're trying to work out what the heck is happening and what is life and who are we. So we got there. It was fine. It's all good. And then I came out of high school, got into the working world, which is fun, isn't it? You go from school and you're like, oh, I can't wait to be finished with school. Hate coming here every day. And then you just have to go to a job every day and you're like, oh no, at least I got to finish at 3 at school. So yeah, that was fun. But I ended up in a job that was very, very stressful. It was good, learned a lot, liked the people that I worked with, but very stressful to the point that I was really like having a lot of health challenges from stress. So I was really unwell from stress. Now, introducing another Luster team member from my past life, Georgia T actually worked with me at this old job. So I hired Georgia T 8 years ago. And now we work together again, which is the best. So she knew me back then, and we both know it was a very stressful place to be. And then for the first time had not for the first time, but for the first time in nearly 20 years, had a new, what's the word I'm looking for? Like something new happened in my alopecia. I had only ever had alopecia on my head. And I still had like arm hair, a little bit of leg hair, never much. I wasn't a particularly hairy person, but had all the eyelashes, eyebrows, nose hairs, all of that was unaffected by my alopecia. Until I went through a very, very, very stressful time at work and it all fell out. Oh, that was so annoying. I cannot tell you. I can't talk and apply this glue to my lashes. So let's just pause the story and get back to getting ready with me. I've put a little bit of glue on my lashes and now I'm going to put a bit of glue on my eyelids, which I've only ever done in the mirror. So I hope this is all right to do in the phone. But I put a little bit of glue on my lids and I put it on as if it was eyeliner. This is hard in the phone. Talk to me while I'm doing this and I can't talk so much. I hate not talking on a live. It feels so awkward. Pop something in the comments for me to talk back to you. Oh no. Classic. This is going to be very awkward to watch. Whatever. Ooh. Thanks, Mary. Great job. Oh, Lord. Kim's got crown emojis. Thanks, Kim. Okay. Let's just fix that little corner. This is hard in the phone. You cannot see anywhere near as much as a mirror. All right, that looks fine. All right. Woo, now I have to do that on my left eye, which is harder. Thanks, Kim, for the emojis. And I've got 4 minutes until my consult. All right, let's do this. Whoa, I did not see that happening. Ah! This is not usually this awkward. Been doing this every day for years. It's normally a quick process. Definitely my most hated part of the morning is doing this bit, putting on my eyelids, because it's annoying. Because I get it wrong a lot. All right, let's do this. Who dat? Oh, it's Georgia.
Me. I'm coming to get a piece to show a customer.
You look so pretty today, Georgia.
So do you.
Oh, nearly.
Yeah.
Going from egg to a decorated egg. Okay. Woo! We did it. We did it. Okay, we got the glue on. That's great. So back to the story. Where was I up to? Okay, yes. I lost all my eyebrows and eyelashes in patches while I was working and really stressed, and it was annoying because they'd kind of fall out. Then they would come back a little bit, then they'd just fall out again, come back a little bit, and then, yeah, so it was like on and off for about 6 months or a year, and then, yeah, the stress at work just got worse, and there was a really, really stressful week, and then everything fell out. Everything. I was just telling Greg, my husband, a couple of days ago, when my arm hair fell out, that was actually one of the weirdest things for me. Yes, my eyebrows and eyelashes had been falling out for 6 to 12 months, but you know, I'd been dealing with that, with like filling in the eyebrows or putting on lashes or whatever. And then my arm hairs all fell out, and I didn't have much, and I'm blonde, so like it wasn't super visible, like it wasn't obvious, but I felt so naked. I felt so exposed, and I couldn't cover that with like eyebrow pencil or eyelashes. Like, it's your arms, what are you gonna do? And I just felt so vulnerable and exposed because my arms were naked. It was so weird. It's like, you know, who would be mad about losing their arm hair? No one. But I was like, oh, I feel so weird. I hated that. I got used to it. It's fine now. I don't even think about it. And like, yeah, of course that's lovely, but it was very weird at the time. Unexpected to feel so strange about that. All right, let's put the eyelashes on. So now they're both sticky with glue. It's really easy to just pop them on. Woo! All right, that's that. Quinn asked what blush I used. Quinn, this is a really old blush that came like for free in an order, and I don't even know what cream blush is, but I just ran out of other blush and now I'm using it. Okay. I can't see probably because I'm looking in the phone instead of a mirror, but I think that's fine. That'll do. Amazing. So I've now got to go to a consult, but let's finish the story real quick. So I lost all my eyebrows and eyelashes. I was about 25 at the time. I was working with Georgia T, and then I finally quit that job, yeehaw, and got a lot better with all my other health challenges I was having from stress. But unfortunately, the eyebrows, eyelashes, arm hair, everything, that was like the last straw, and it was not coming back, and it never did. So here we are. No nose hairs, no eyelashes, no eyebrows, no hair, but it's fine. Honestly, I would not know what to do if my head hair came back at this point. Like, what would I do? I haven't had head hair since I can remember. I wouldn't even know how to deal with that. I can't believe people have to dry their hair in the morning and like go to sleep with hair on, and this is also foreign to me. The eyebrows and eyelashes, I would take those back though. That's for sure. I would accept those coming back, but that's okay. It doesn't take too long. It takes me about 15 minutes to get ready in the morning. And here we go. We're all ready, all done. Let's go smash the day. I'm going to save this live just for fun, and I'm going to go jump on my consult. If I didn't have a consult now, I would keep chatting with everyone, but I better go. We nailed it. It's 11 o'clock on the dot. Well done, everyone. Thanks for getting ready with me. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.